displayed the notes of A major in 2 horizontal octaves available on the guitar. I could tell you what each and every one of those notes were, but I couldn't do that for 46 years, even though I played successfully for 7 years in performing bands in pubs and clubs and dances, etc. Rock bands, dance bands, new wave bands, etc. Amazing. One morning, just like this, I was horrified. I depressed my finger on one of the 32 notes on my electric guitar, on 22 fret guitar. I was horrified. I couldn't tell you what the notes' names were, so I made it my business to find out. And knowing where the notes are and their names, and then combined with intervallic training, opened up my universe. Please follow up on my 7-minute video at Mike DeBrain 5538 on YouTube. Right, finding the notes. First you use the octave trick. There's an A, skip a string, skip a fret. There's an A, skip a string, skip 2 frets. There's another A. How I got away with it all those years was muscle memory. So there you're going to use your muscle memory technique to remember the notes. A, 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 A. And when you go from to the G string, you skip 2 frets down to the A there. So now you know 5 positions of the A just in 2 horizontal octaves, just in 12 frets. Talking about frets, there's 12 positions, numbers 1 to 12. On a piano, you've got 7 white keys and 5 white keys in octave. There's 7 octaves. Thanks to Pythagoras, he broke down those intervals. Now we're going to assign numbers to those intervals. Playing the major scale, 3 notes per string. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, A flat, A. B, C, C sharp, E, F, A flat, A. Now imagine trying to do that on A flat. A, B flat, C, C sharp, E flat. We're starting to get ourselves in a bit of trouble. On that thing, you might be confused by E flat. But when I'm going up the scale, a lot of people refer to it as D sharp, and when they go backwards, they refer to it as E flat. Okay, that's like the black keys on the piano. When you go up the scale, many musicians refer to it as sharp. When you go backwards, they refer to it as flat. I tend to use whatever I feel like a lot of guitarists, but as long as musicians communicate correctly with each other, then you're on the same page. Right, back to intervals. 1, you assign numbers to them. Consider this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go to A flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nothing changes. That's the magic of intervals. That's the starting point. One of these days you'll be playing C sharp minor 11, jazz chords, or D major 7. Or how about that one I showed you the other day? With the use of intervals, you'll be able to play a C major 7 like that. This is the in that inversion, but because you know your intervals, there's your C, there's your E, which is your major 3rd interval, there's your G is your 5th, and there's your B, your major 7th. So that's what interval training will allow you to grow and understand what you're doing. And if you couldn't play all those notes together, you could play it as an arpeggio, broken 1 note at a time. You can use those concepts in your lead soloing. Think about it. You can do compositions you never thought were feasible for you, because you'll understand what you're doing. So that's interval training. That's using octaves. You all know the humble A major bar chord. You know that's your major 3rd. It gives it that happy sound. And that's that minor sound. Even my grandson of 6 years old knows that interval. The major 3rd to the minor 3rd, the happy and the sad. Because I'm in the 2nd octave of the A major scale, it's referred to as the 10th. When you go into the 2nd octave, horizontally on a guitar, you add 7. The major 3rd in the next octave becomes a 10. 3 plus 7 is 10. Therefore, the minor 3rd is referred to as a sharp 9. On that point, sharp 9, C. Sharp 9 is a minor third. Now, I suggest minor third is such an important interval in music. Whether you're playing rock, jazz, whatever style, country, a minor third interval, so important because it defines the minor chord versus a major chord. But get to know that interval names and write it down for yourself. A, C, D, F, G, B flat, C, E flat, E, G. David Gilmour uses that a lot. And once again, A and C. Okay? You know your minor pentatonic stuff. So get used to those intervals. 1, 3, 4, 5, because you know your bar chord. That's your power chord, 1 and 5. Dominant 7th or flat 7th. It's an important name to know. And back to your octave. So now A. There's your dominant 7th I spoke about, that little shape there. Skip a string, note below. Guess what it is? It's a G. So now you know that G is the dominant 7th of A. And when you got a there, now you're looking for that dominant 7th note. You're looking for a G. You've got to compensate, right? So there's your dominant 7th. There's your octave. I hope that helps you a little bit.